Hey everybody, it's your boy Young D again, back at you with another video. Let me show you what we got going on over here. Got my workhorse, my 2002 Chevy Avalanche. I'm gonna be installing a light bar on the back. Yeah, I already got the light bar over here. I pretty much got it mapped out already. We're gonna pretty much just have it just lay right here on the back. So when I'm doing my mobile mechanic work, and then when it gets late at night or when I'm touring or anything like that, I still have more lighting and everything. Now, as you know, with the Avalanche, it does come with the lights in the bed, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, we always could use adequate lighting and everything like that. So we already have a light bar installed on the front. So let me show you how that looks already. Light bar already installed on the front. It's already working, hooked up. So that helps out. Got the wires already going through here and everything. That's the relay for it. So let me show you the button setup we have in here on the dash. Here's the button setup we're gonna have. So like I said, that's the front light. This is gonna be for the back light. And then I'm gonna use this to have connected to my winch. So whenever I need my winch and everything, we're just gonna have that just like that. So those two are working. We gotta hook this one up. Tools we will be using. We need a Torx 30 bit. You're gonna need a drill. I have the wiring harness right here. I have the crimps, the connector bits, the wiring for it. Alright y'all, let's get to it. Now you know first things first. Need to remove this Torx 30 bit under here to have access so I can get inside. Sometimes you get lucky. They come through. Oh, in that case, I guess not. No, that stuff broke. Sometimes these could be a pain. It's all plastic. Just try to take your time and work it. Alright, now we got that loose. Now it's time to see as far as placement goes. Now, you already know, like I said, this stuff being plastic, you have to be pretty careful. I need this to be in the middle of the third light. So we're pretty much going to have it flush like that. I might raise it up a little bit. Alright, I think that'll work right there. Alright, let's get these holes marked. This one looks like, yeah, that'll work. Got a 5/16 bit right here. Yeah, it's like a farm over here, y'all. Hey, my neighbors, they all got chickens, roosters.
but beats going to the store every day. Alright. I just needed that. Uh-oh. I just needed that marking right there. Oh. Keep this in there. Alright. We get it. Now it's time to make these holes. Alright. Now that we got that, need to make another hole for the wire to go through. So we're gonna use a smaller bit. Actually, I don't have one that's small enough. Looks like we're gonna use the same one. Alright. So now that I got these holes in there, we're gonna have to put it. Alright. Just like that. Oh, there's foam back here. That's nothing. Alright. Now I got these holes drilled. Let me just try to test fit everything really fast. Got these nuts right here. 13 mil. No. Yeah. I think we'll have that, and then have the nut going through the back. And then, yeah, that'll catch the plastic. Alright. Let's make sure this fits. Yep. That fits through. Now be the time to like and subscribe. Please and thank you. We got plenty more content coming for you. We got numerous projects going on around the house. Alright. Let's get the nut on the back. There's a lot of foam back here. It's hard to find the hole exactly. I'm glad that's not what she said. Anybody out there? long as I get these bolts started. They don't have to be fully tight just yet. Alright, I got them started. Alright. So once we get them screwed in, it's gonna pretty much sit like that. Now I gotta drill a hole from here on the inside so I can get the wires through. But first, before we do that, I gotta make the wire. So that's why I said all the crimp and everything stuff coming in it. Need to get some more wire. I'll be right back out. Alright, I got you guys a little bit closer to the action. Right. So first thing you're gonna need some auto wiring. This 16 gauge. I would really recommend at least 12 gauge, but this is what I've been having laying around. I've been using this. Like I said, I got another project going on. So I bought a couple rows of this already. Actually, we're gonna need a little bit. We're gonna need to stretch that. That's gonna need to go through the whole bottom. Snake through. I'd rather have extra than not enough on here. I can always cut something back if I need to. So I think like right there be enough. Measure this out. Alright. Got the wire strippers on here too. So we're gonna cut the end off of here. Start over with this one. I've had this light bar on the previous truck. I don't have that truck no more, so I'll put it on the back of this one. I'm like, I don't want to cut. I cut the first one just fine. What about this one? Slide this part through here. Make sure you have not too much wire exposed. You only want just a little bit. I always like to crimp one side down first, just so that wire don't go nowhere. You ain't gotta throw that mug and hammer down on it just enough so it bite down on it. And then we're gonna do the same thing with this end. Before you crimp down on it, always make sure that wire is in there. So I like to hold it. Just grab it a little bit, but don't clamp down just yet. Like I said, just hold the wire. Just make sure that wire is all the way in there. Then press down on it. And just like that. Like I said, by this being inside the truck, I don't really have to worry about having any heat shrink around it or anything like that. This is all watertight and everything, so I'm not worried about it leaking through or anything. Yeah, since I know this is all the same wire, we're going to do one wire at a time. We're putting it through so I don't get the ground and the power mixed up. Trust me. I already know.
But I do want to run, or not run, I do want to connect these two wires together first, at least. Like I said, same thing. Don't have too much thread exposed. Clamp down on it. Just like that. Make sure pull on it ain't going nowhere. That same thing on this end. Put that wire through. And see, the wire already came out. So what we're gonna do is that. Like I said, hold it. But obviously, I'm not applying pressure. Now make sure the wire through. Now I can clamp down on it. And now, like I said, now it's a good mechanical connection on there. Bam, bam. Now, if you want to, you can tape this up. You know what I'm saying? Or however you want to do it. But like I said, I don't want to mix up the wires, so we're not going to do that. Alright, y'all, it's time to start wiring this up inside. Let me take you inside. Get y'all set up. Alright, take out this back glass. I need to show y'all how to get my setup next year. You already know, perks for the Chevy Avalanche. I love this truck. The main gate folds down. Back glass comes out. Got a load of tonneau covers. And got a full bed. Alright, now you know about stuff being all plastic. You're gonna pretty much find the hole to be right here. So this chin panel comes out right here. So the outside chin panel comes around this side. So we got a couple clips. There's usually some clips right in here. There's one. There's another one. And I don't know if this. I just need to expose the metal so I can drill a hole through. That's what we're gonna have. Alright, can you see that? So I'm gonna drill a hole right here. Let's get to it right here. This as well.
straight path on the drill on the angle right now. It's not working really good. I'm working out too good right now. Well, I don't know why that drill bit broke right there, because I'm afraid to do it right here again. I'm afraid this one might break. That's why I'm not trying to do it right here. I don't know why it broke. Shouldn't have broke. Uh-oh. Yeah, we broke free, y'all. I don't know, like I said, why that other one broke, but that was way harder than what it was supposed to have been. It was not supposed to be that hard. But, you know, things don't always go the way we want when you're on camera, so that's life for you, you know what I'm saying? Things don't always go the way we want them to go. But sometimes life gives you lemons to make lemonade. That's what we got to do. So now, that'll be easier to do it from outside so I can see him. But they're just being a little sharp for me just drilling. Okay, got the wire. That's really, I don't want these wires to end up being chafed. We got the power wire through, so. Alright, now we got the power wire through. Let's do the rest of this. Yeah, them rocker panels are rather through, y'all. We already know. Perks of living in the Midwest. That's what happens when you're in Chicago. People from the South ain't got to worry about all that. The struggle be real, trying to find a vehicle that ain't got no rust on it. And what's crazy is some people in the Midwest, we would say, like, it's not even that bad. I've seen a lot worse. Alright, now's the time to run these other wires that I got, the relay, from the front to the back. I thought I grabbed it. Okay. Alright. Let me disconnect this relay. Now what I usually do is I run the wires under this fuse box panel. So here's some plastic tabs you gotta pull up on. And then this other side too. I just use my hands. And then once you do that, you just pretty much plop it up with your fingers. Then it comes up. And then you got that all off and exposed. And I just set that off to the side. So now if you look at the wiring schematics, you'll see that this fuse controls this, and then there should be another fuse right here that controls this. I don't know where that fuse is, but that's gone. I'm gonna have to look into that. But we're gonna use this one to tap into here. And then the ground, I have these right here. And we're just gonna connect to the battery. So I already got a hole ran through the firewall because, like I said, I already have a light bar and I got some sounds. That's what I was talking about. I gotta show y'all my setup. So we're not gonna connect anything just yet, but we are gonna run the wiring. So both of these need to go inside. Let's run these inside the truck. I do have a hole, like I said, in here already that I made previously. It's dark, so I really can't just show y'all, but you get the idea. I might have to expand this hole soon because I already got a wire around through here. Just picture me jamming wires through here. Let me see if I penetrate it. That's better. So it's kind of right here. Now we start. We just pull the tabs and pull that on. Can you get a foot loud this one? Right, so this is the first one. Alright, I'm gonna do this after me. I'm like, we got something. Let me put this out here. I'm like, we got something, y'all. Alright. That's one. We got one more. Let's pull that in as far as possible. So wire might be long enough. It might be. You never know. Yeah, I got that pretty much where it's gonna be living. Inside the engine bay.
I have to make another hole. I got too many wires inside that one already. Finally, everything moved to Ace Ventura. We can see the second one. Let's see. Let's see the other thing. Alright, we got it. This is one done right. Take time. Patience. Alright, so we got it. So, that's that. So we got it, y'all. And wiring is ready to go through that relay is ready to sit right there with the other one. Pull that through some more. That's ready. And I can go right there. We may have to extend this ground. Yeah, we may have to extend the ground. I mean, I can ground it to the frame down here or something. It don't really matter. It don't have to go to the battery as long as it's grounded. Yeah, as long as it's grounded. Alright. Before we wire it up, let's get these wires connected. We got that wire from the containers. This one. It's gonna go for the back. I think that's pretty much it. I think that's all the reach. Let me get out of it. Alright. Now we're running the wires through. It's actually just long enough. Yep. Alright, let me get these connectors. We got these amp pieces over here, so what I need is this little pushback sound. Any projects y'all got going on? Let me know in the comments. Anything y'all working on around the house? Any specific thing? Let me know. We got plenty more videos for channel. Plenty more videos coming. Anything y'all let me know what y'all working on. If this is the type of content y'all would like to see. That's a different generation, so still probably it. Well, y'all let me know.
All right, y'all. That's the end result right here. Took way longer than I anticipated, but check it out. We had the light on and installed right there. Come down, as you can see. You got both lights on over there. They both switches work. We just got to prop that back in there in place. Got the front light bar working as well. Same thing with the wiring. Like I said, we use this power stud right here that controls this fuse right here. Like I said, there is another power stud right here, but this fuse is missing. I don't know what that is. But we ran all the wires through, straight back there. You know, so yeah, it's time to slap all this back together. This ain't nothing right now. It's literally everything, like I said, just clips back into place. We got all the wiring where it needs to be. I'm gonna have this fuse exposed on this side over here. If I can get it to go through. Alright. And just like that, the mug is on there. I need to get a screw so I can screw that down so it can be sitting there just like that. Alright, let me get a little screw. Alright. All you need is a little bit of time and patience. If you got the right tools, you can do the job yourself. Don't need to take anything to the shop. All you need is a little willpower to do it. And get it done. Alright, so end result, they both in. So I got all the wires tucked in right here so you can see. I used this. There's a bolt right there that I did use for the ground. So I made it a lot simple. It was already a bolt right there. Alright, my people. That wrap up this project. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all in the next video.